And I'm
head.
recording.
Bruce Lee's on my head, but don't call me a Lee head.
Okay.
Sometime, please forgive me. I got to get my. Y'all remember Andy
Andy
Milonakis?
Milonakis.
Yeah.
It's my show. It's time for me to rock it. I put bologna in my left pocket, smear some cream cheese in my gold locket. This is my show. I'm Andy
Andy
Milonakis.
Milonakis. Yeah, that was a slap.
Bro,
Yeah.
Dang,
That
that's
was
a
a great,
bro,
great
flashback.
went
show.
crazy. Went crazy. You couldn't tell me nothing. And to see him now as this old, little short, little dinky little man, I'm like, man, I've aged.
Bro, he's definitely gonna be Danny DeVito in the documentary.
He's our Danny DeVito.
Yeah.
He really is.
What are we talking
Like
about?
he's
Andy
Andy
Milonakis.
oh
Milonakis.
Andy Milonakis, Spanish Spilachpakis.
I don't
No,
think I know who
honestly
that
though,
is.
honestly though, like and all seriousness though, y'all gonna buy the Switch too?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
Bro, I was talking. Let me
probably.
tell you
Not
why.
right away.
Let me tell you why. I was talking with Yobi, and this goes for everybody in this room as well. I was like, hey, because I was like, Yobi, shout out to Yobi if you're watching this, which you probably will. I was like, bro, how many Switches have you bought? And we not talking about them things you put in your piece like Lego parts.
God.
Hey, but no, I was like, how many have you bought? I was like, cause me personally, I bought mine. I bought my nephew and my two daughters, and I'm gonna buy another one for my youngest, cause she's at that point where she's trying to play her sisters, so I'm gonna get her one. I myself have bought 5 Switches. He was like, bro, I bought like 7. And I was like, that was 2 people.
Damn.
That was 2 of us. That's 2 people. And we got what is that? I can't count. 11, 12? Like, bro, 12.
Only about 3.
But bro, you just took us to 15 with you. That's 3 people, 15 Nintendo Switches. Like, bro, that's crazy. That's insane. Who else does that?
It's
I
gonna
have to.
sell. It's gonna sell. Well, I don't think that's up for debate. Nintendo and PlayStation have this thing with brand recognition that is undeniable. It's gonna sell. That we're not debating that. But what we're talking about is, are we excited, for it?
No.
Because it would seem to me like when the Switch first dropped, that was some other shit.
That was hype.
That nobody saw that coming. We kind of see this coming now, and I think, and here's where I'll give Xbox a whole lot of credit in a certain regard, which is why they haven't been so eager to jump into mid-gen refreshes and all that shit. I think they understand that gaming, in terms of what we're looking at, it's kind of plateaued. you know it's not really going to get much better. It
True.
really isn't. you know so I think what we're looking at with the Switch 2 is just going to be more powerful hardware, maybe a better screen, but same shit.
You know what, man? And once again, y'all please tell me to shut up because I do talk a lot. Going to CES and seeing AI and AR and VR, that and then haptic feedback, like these are the things that I believe are the next progression with gaming.
Oh
More
yeah,
immersion.
absolutely.
It's
Oh,
not
yeah.
it's not going to be better graphics, it's going to be more immersion. And at least that's what this futurist event,
Oh, absolutely.
everything was
That's the
about.
first step.
Yeah. Like I was watching a guy play Black Myth Wukong in some glasses with an AR attachment, and he's just looking up, gaming on a 300-inch
Yeah.
screen, like immersion. And then I'm wearing me in a haptic feedback suit with the haptic feedback goggles, getting shot in the back with an electric orb and feeling that bad boy crawl across my body. Like I was like, okay,
Hmm.
yep.
this is the future. Like I'm shooting a shotgun with my right hand and feeling it rock back with my wrist and the force of it on this side of my body. I was like, okay, this is the next step of gaming. And you're right. I'm
Oh yeah.
just agreeing with you overall. Like, yeah, it's graphically, I AR
The
is the only way
graphics
to
will
make it
come
better.
after
Yeah.
they get the technology like right for, the immersion part of it. And I think we've all knew that that was coming. You watch anime and you know that that's coming.
So
Like
I
nuts.
mean, I
it's
mean,
been a while. Ready Player One or whatever.
Yeah.
That's what that was about. So
Yep.
I do think that is the next step. But I also think when you brought up the fact that people are buying like 5 are
Ooh,
like 6 switches.
That's
Like
crazy. Yeah,
but it's a good system.
it
It's a
is.
durable system,
it
and
is.
like the games that Nintendo puts out always pretty much play well,
Offline
but
too.
yeah, so I think
Hmm.
and it's also easy for kids to grasp. And I think people don't think about that. Like instead of buying like an Xbox or something, you just buy them a Switch. They play it in their car. I mean, like people spend thousands of dollars on iPads for their kids. So
Oh yeah. Can
Yep.
can I'll say this once again. I'm sorry for talking to them, but looking at the Switch, what I hope for the Switch 2 is an easier online process. I'm hoping that it's
Yes.
Oh,
easier
it
to add
sucks.
friends. I'm hoping that there is some type of achievements. I'm hoping it shouldn't be so many menus to interact with people. And I felt like interaction was easier on the DS than it is on the
mm,
Switch. Like just being real.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, and I think the Switch as a whole and the Switch 2 coming speaks more into, the immersion part of it that Aaron and Des are alluding to. That matters more than anything else, nowadays. I mean, I think that's, being able to take off the Joy Cons and give it to the homie, you know, and y'all doing things, that's always gonna work. I think that's largely why the Switch has been so successful, aside from the games, obviously, that it produces. It's why Astrobot won Game of the Year. I didn't think it winning Game of the Year was that controversial, but it did something no other game did. You know, that element with the dual sense is everything for those who've played it. You guys know what that's like. So, and I'm only saying that just to speak to more along the lines of, AR and VR. And I kind of think that's where gaming is headed nowadays, more so than just consoles and games. It's more focused on those experiences.
Did you guys see? I don't know if it was an ad. I can't. Once again, I've been looking at so much stuff over the past week. There was a AR game that was built directly into the cell phone, and it turned your environment into a shooter. Like there would be like wherever you're at, it would place objects as if you're in a shooting game with whoever else is playing on their cell phone. And just
Yeah, it
imagine
makes
Call of
sense.
Duty. Yeah, it was just so dope. It was like, dude, imagine turning your house into a map. Like, and you're playing a whole game. Like,
Oh, that's crazy.
bro, and I,
That's crazy.
But it
Nintendo.
kind of reminds me of Pokemon, like when you start seeing things in reality and you're
Yep.
still able to interact. This is just the next step. I do wonder if like those are some of the hidden gems that we're gonna see with the Switch 2. Like we
Mm.
don't even realize that. Like they may drop it on us and be like, you didn't even realize you could do this, but we've made it so that you can play with other people in this way and you can take it on the go. I mean, that's always been one of the big factors of it is you can take it on the go with you and play all of these dope ass games. So, yeah, I can see that being the next step.
It's gonna sell like hotcakes. I
Oh,
mean, we know that.
It's gonna sell like crazy,
Yeah,
bro.
we know that. We know that. You know.
you know what
So
my fear? Like, I want to talk about the negatives of it because it's easy to talk positives, right? My worry is with the world of in a world where people are okay spending $700 on a handheld. What if they hit us with a from left field and come out with like some, hey, this bad boy is 750. Like and
We'll still pay
ain't
for
nobody
it.
buying that shit.
no, people would buy it, and that's what scares me.
No, a Switch at
Yeah,
750,
people would buy
they
it,
can
bro.
tell it to my
And people,
ass.
I think people will
Nobody's
buy
And
it.
let
buying
me
it.
tell you
I
why
think
No,
We
people
had
would
absolutely
somebody
buy
not.
on
it.
our team that paid $2,000 for a PlayStation
You
5.
see what I'm
People will
saying?
buy it.
And then check this out. People bought that PlayStation portal. People bought the portal before it was able to play your library. I'm just saying.
It wasn't $750 though.
Yeah, but still, it was just it was
How
a
much was the
People will
Oculus
buy it if they want it.
when it first came out?
wasn't it
When
like
like
400 or something? Was it
was that how
399?
much it was? Because I remember there were like very limited of them and there was like no games, but people were still buying it when it
Still buying
first
it.
came out.
Tech, man, people go crazy for it.
Some people just buy shit to
750
have
though.
shit, you
It
know?
sounds
Yeah,
insane.
Mhm.
I know it. I know that's a crazy number, but I'm only throwing that number out there because other popular handhelds are selling 600. You know, your
Oh yeah,
ROG
Steam Deck when it
Ally.
first came out,
Yeah, it
it
was
was
$8, $7.99, wasn't it?
yeah, for
Those
the
are
one with the
those are
largest.
vastly different though.
No, I'm with you. Oh, I'm with you on all of that. But let's be real. I consider Nintendo up there with Disney, where you got the fanatics, where regardless of what they do, it's Nintendo, Sony, Disney, Apple. I put those companies like you mentioned earlier with brand recognition. People are gonna buy it. They could throw
Oh
any
yeah,
price out there and it's gonna sell.
they
I,
sold boxes.
they sold cardboard boxes and they sold out. People bought them.
I also think it's a thing with quality too. Like when you think Nintendo, you do think,
Mm.
I mean, except for their joysticks,
Oof.
you do think like
Man,
the quality product.
hopefully they come out. So I learned a new word, because you guys know I'm not super tech, but Hall effect. I didn't know about Hall effect triggers and sticks, and that's supposed to limit the chances, drastically lower the chances of drifting, stick drift and trigger drift. So that's what a lot of new controllers are starting to have. So I hope the new Joy Cons for the new console have Hall effect. That'd be dope. Now ask me what that means. Mm,
You're still gonna get stick drift. You're still gonna get, trigger drift. It all boils down to care, use, and pressure. In most cases, there are those cases where you just get stick drift because it's just a defective product. But for the most part, it's usually pressure and misuse and overuse.
Stop being so aggressive, folks.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
not gonna lie, because I never experienced stick drift until recently from playing like Rivals and First Ascendant like every hour of the day. Oh,
Yeah.
oh, bro, my blue one,
Oh
the
shit.
right trigger is dead. Like,
Oh
look,
shit.
look. I don't know if you can. This one is fine.
Well, you know what
This
this one
one,
is?
Oh.
This that stress button. This that
Yep.
this that
On
stress button.
mine, it's this one.
For you aiming down sight on Destiny.
Oh my
Y'all
God,
need
it's
to be
this
gentle.
one.
I'm out here with my
I
plugged in
know.
360 controller.
Oh, so
yeah, this Joker dead.
shout out to Hyperkin. I talked to them about that because they still sell a lot of Xbox 360 controllers, and I was tripping out because Des, don't you run a 360 controller for PC as well?
Yeah.
See, and I used you as an example, and I was like, a lot of PC players I know play with an Xbox 360 controller, and they were like, honestly, most people stand by that was one of the best designed controllers. Like, period.
It absolutely was.
Yeah.
I have 3 of
Mhm.
them.
See, and no, they sell a lot of them. They were like, this is one of our top sellers. Like, I was talking with them about it.
Yep.
The fact that they're still
Reliable.
designing
You
Xbox
just
360
reminded me
controllers. Yeah.
that I need to get my cherry blossom one for fucking Evan.
Damn it, Evan.
Listen, for the channel members who came out and rocked with this extra level 1 gaming show, man, I appreciate you guys as always, man. Hope you guys continue to subscribe to the channel, becoming members, man. We'll catch you guys with a new video next week, man. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. Peace.
I'm definitely doing my Sailor Moon.
Oh, yo,